Welcome back to another videos. Join us for the latest news, insights, and updates on the Iraqi dinar. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Let's explore the world of the Iraqi dinar together. The statement raises an intriguing point about the potential implications of Iraq's monetary strategy, specifically the apparent emphasis on reintroducing or highlighting the use of lower denomination banknotes such as the 250 dinar note. This development naturally sparks speculation about the Central Bank of Iraq's, CBI, intentions regarding the future value of the Iraqi dinar and its monetary policy goals. To understand the context and significance of this action, we must delve into the broader economic landscape of Iraq, its currency history, and the mechanisms by which central banks manage currency valuation and monetary reforms. In the current context, the 250 dinar note is worth a fraction of a US dollar, approximately 19 cents, making it a lower denomination note with limited practical purchasing power in both domestic and international markets. The reappearance or mass release of such notes might seem counterintuitive given their current low valuation, but this action could serve as a precursor to broader economic reforms, potentially involving a revaluation or redenomination of the currency. To understand why such a step might be taken, we must consider several factors, including public confidence, economic psychology, and the logistical requirements of operating within a cash-heavy economy like Iraq's. One of the possible explanations for highlighting or mass-releasing lower denomination banknotes is their role in public transactions and confidence building. In many economies where currency values have faced significant devaluation or instability, central banks often struggle with a psychological barrier among the populace. This barrier is the perception that the national currency has lost its practical utility. By reintroducing smaller denominations, the central bank might aim to restore a sense of normalcy and usability in daily transactions. This move could be part of a larger strategy to prepare the public for an eventual shift in monetary policy, such as a redenomination or evaluation. Currency redenomination often involves removing zeros from banknotes to simplify calculations and restore ease of use in everyday commerce. While redenomination itself does not inherently change the purchasing power of a currency, it often coincides with broader reforms aimed at stabilizing the economy and creating conditions conducive to long-term growth. The reintroduction of lower denominations could signal the initial stages of such a process, laying the groundwork for future policy actions. By familiarizing the public with these notes now, the central bank could be ensuring a smoother transition should a significant policy shift occur in the near future. The mass availability of the 250 dinar note could also suggest a strategic effort to recalibrate the cash economy. A robust cash economy requires a wide array of denominations to facilitate transactions of varying sizes. If the majority of banknotes in circulation consist of higher denominations due to inflationary pressures, smaller denominations become rare and often impractical for day-to-day use. Reintroducing these notes might be a step toward creating a balanced and functional monetary system. However, this alone does not explain why the central bank would focus on a note that holds limited value at present. The timing and emphasis on such a denomination hint at broader implications, possibly linked to the central bank's long-term vision for the Iraqi dinar. A potential revaluation of the Iraqi dinar has been a topic of speculation for years, especially among those who have closely followed Iraq's economic recovery and reform efforts since the fall of Saddam Hussein's regime. The practical logistics of currency management also come into play when considering the significance of reintroducing lower denominations. For a currency revaluation or redenomination to be successful, the physical supply of currency must be adequate to meet the needs of the population. This includes having sufficient quantities of lower denominations to facilitate transactions in a post-reform economy. By ensuring the availability of the 250 dinar note now, the central bank could be addressing this logistical requirement in advance, reducing the risk of shortages or disruptions during a potential transition. The timing of this move also raises questions about the central bank's intentions. If the goal were solely to promote the use of lower denominations in their current form, one might expect a broader campaign to educate the public about their utility and encourage their circulation. However, the emphasis on the 250 dinar note, coupled with its limited value at present, suggests that this action is part of a more comprehensive strategy. The central bank may be signaling its commitment to monetary reform and laying the groundwork for future changes that could significantly impact the value and perception of the dinar. Public sentiment and confidence in the currency are critical factors in the success of any monetary reform. By reintroducing lower denominations, the central bank could be attempting to rebuild trust in the dinar as a functional and reliable medium of exchange. This effort might also aim to counteract the dominance of the US dollar in Iraq's economy, which has been a persistent challenge for the central bank. A stronger, more stable dinar would reduce the need for dollarization and enhance the effectiveness of domestic monetary policy. In conclusion, the reintroduction or mass availability of the 250 dinar note raises important questions about the Central Bank of Iraq's monetary strategy and long-term goals. While the note's current value limits its practical utility, its reappearance could be a strategic step toward preparing the economy for significant reforms, potentially including a revaluation of the currency. This move aligns with broader efforts to stabilize Iraq's economy, enhance public confidence in the dinar, and integrate the country into the global financial system. Whether this action ultimately leads to a revaluation or redenomination remains to be seen, but it undoubtedly signals the central bank's commitment to addressing the challenges and opportunities facing Iraq's monetary system. Thanks for watching Iraqi Dinar. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon, and share our videos. Your support keeps our channel going. Stay curious, and see you in the next one.